Welcome, everybody. This is great to start to see some people starting to gather together, and I want to talk a little bit about that here. Today, we had a meeting with our elders yesterday and talked a little bit more about specifics as to coming back together. And hopefully you all got our newsletter where we just started to talk a bit about that on Friday, just a little update about these things. And so in case you hadn't heard, we got some good news from our local governments this past week saying that we can begin to gather together again, although keeping it at 50 and under. And so we've been waiting for that news. And I know that, technically I think we've been able to remain doing that, but there's also been the push to stay at home and keep people safe. And that's what we wanted to kind of abide by, and just for the care of others, and just for our own, personal public witness here, that we've been wanting to just kind of lay low while we kind of deal with this COVID-19 in the best way that we can think of. And so as the restrictions have been lifted now to come back together, that's what we're going to plan to do. And I am super, super excited. I've been so waiting for this. And so what we're going to plan to do is on May 31st, that's going to be kind of our official reopening of the church. And we're going to have 3 services that Sunday morning. And we're going to try to keep them a little bit more condensed and shorter so that we can kind of keep things moving. And of course, they want people not to be lingering too long together. So we're not going to give the germs much chance to do anything, all right? So we're going to try to keep them to the best of our ability to an hour. So please keep me in prayer. I'm trusting for some miracles here, right? Okay? And that's the hope. And so what we're going to do is services at 8:30 a.m. to start, then 10 o'clock, and then 11:30. And that's how we're going to start. And we're going to have registration online. So you need to let us know what service you plan to come to so that we can make sure that we're staying below that 50 threshold. And so registration is going to be available this week. So go to our website, go to the Church Center app, and you'll see it right there under events. You'll see the different service times, and go ahead and register yourself, and whoever you're bringing with you, your family, register them. And you'll know if it's full up because you won't be able to register. So then jump to another service and register for that. And if by chance all those services are being filled up, please call into the church office to let us know, and we can put you on a waiting list. That way also we can kind of get an idea if we're looking to maybe add another service down the road, or give some kind of allowance for people to gather together, okay? So we want to know if you're not able to get into a service. Here's the deal as well on those Sundays. We're not going to be having children's ministry right to start. We're hoping that's going to be able to come down the road. We will have our fellowship hall open as kind of an overflow, and parents that maybe want to come and their kids need some time to just sort of breathe, and you don't want them to be a distraction, you can have them over there. We'll have the service streaming there. It'll still give you opportunity to kind of fellowship with one another. So that's going to be an option. Our coffee service, sadly, is not going to be in operation right now at this time. So we're starting simple, we're starting slow, but by all means, bring yourself a coffee with you. Bring an extra if you would like, for people like me that maybe needs coffee. So feel free to just bring your own as well. So we won't have those things in operation. And we're going to be doing our best to keep things, wiped down, clean, door handles. We're going to have everybody entering into the foyer door. And then all the exits will be out in the sanctuary door. So we're just going to kind of keep the, one-way traffic that you've all become accustomed to if you've been in Walmart or any stores. One-way traffic going. And so that's going to kind of eliminate. And I just want to, implore all of you. I know there's different views as to the whole COVID-19 and our response or our stance towards it. There's different views, okay? Listen, if we can do our best to just kind of keep those to yourself and respect others, and be sensitive to where other people are at. Some of you are going to have no problem hugging one another. Some of you are going to be coming in almost everything but a hazmat suit because you're still a little bit worried about this, and that's fine, and we respect that. So we want to just be really sensitive to people's boundaries. We want to be sensitive to where people are at. We don't want to come down and try to educate them on what this is all about. Let them just deal with this as they feel they need to deal with it as. So be respectful, be mindful. Let's work together. Let's not let this become a a divisive thing and how we deal with it, but let's come together in support and encouragement and in brotherly and sisterly love and the love of Christ as we're supposed to. Amen? All right.